Are we live? All right. So, hello, boys and girls. Hello, my sailors. I hope you can see me and hear me. Please let me know in the chat box. You know what to do. You guys know what to do. Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Please let me know. All right. Hello, boys and girls. A very good evening. A very good evening to all my sailors out there. A very good evening. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's start the session without wasting any time. My name is Harsh Maheshwari. I am an alumnus of NIT Warangal and I have been teaching from last 3 years, more than 3 years. And yes, I believe in one thing, जो करो मजे से करो वरना करो ही मत, ठीक है? दिल से करो, put your whole heart in and put in your 100% and you will find success. That's what I believe in. Let's move on, boys and girls. This is your daily timetable. Make sure take a screenshot and so you will be knowing when your teacher is live, right? And yes, for that also you have to do one thing. You have to hit the subscribe button and you have to press the bell icon so you will be notified when your favorite teacher is up online and taking live lectures. And your favorite teacher is me, of course. All right, moving on. Boys and girls, one more information. Whatever we are teaching on YouTube, you can get more, a focused platform when you log into our site, right? When you log on to our www dot this vedantu.com, and there is a in the link in the description we have put a link. There's a proper classroom program of Vedantu up and running where you will get the best teachers and you will get live lectures, you will get live doubt clearance, study material. Just need to check it out. Go into the description box and hit the link and you will actually get a lot many information out of it. All right, so without wasting any time, let's discuss what we have to do today. Boys and girls, we have to talk about rate law. We have to talk about order of reaction. I'm going to conflate both of these two together. I'm going to make a link of both these things together. I'm going to conflate them and let me start it, right? And it's a very important topic. Entire kinetics depend upon the thing called order. Order पे पूरा आपका ये chapter चलता है. Entire chapter works on it. So we'll talk about this order and of course rate law, right? So I will conflate these two things together. Let's do that. Let's begin. All right. So sailors, are we ready? क्या हम तैयार हैं? Are we guys ready to learn? Let me know in the chat box कि yes sir, start the session. We are ready. Let me know in the chat box with full josh. Yes, all right. Akansha is ready. Akansha is saying yes sir. Rishita, are we ready? Lakshmi, we are ready. All right. सारे बच्चे तैयार हैं. Very good. Neeraj is ready. Everyone is ready. All right. So now let me just write few things down for you. Boys and girls, for example, I have been given a reaction that is moving from A to B. Right? I told you in the last session how do we write the rate. Rate is written as minus dA by dt, which can further be written as final concentration of A minus initial concentration of A divided by delta T, or let's say delta T, right? Which can also be written as AI minus AF. I am taking the negative sign inside, divided by delta T. Achha, T should be small because it is for time, right? Now pay attention to a very important thing. I am going to talk about order now. अब सब ध्यान से सुनेंगे. Everyone will pay full attention. Now pay attention. है ना? What happens? What is this rate and what is the meaning of it? Let me know. I am telling you an scenario. Experiment 1. I am taking a concentration of A, right? I'm taking some concentration of A, initial concentration I have taken. I have conducted the reaction and A is getting converted into B, right? The time it took, I measure. So I can find the rate. This is experiment 1. I have taken some concentration. I will, how much time it would take to convert from A to B, I will note down. And what is the final concentration? I will note down at, let's say, I have run the experiment for 10 seconds. started the concentration I started with, let's call it as AI. What is the concentration I'm getting after time t? That will be AF, final concentration. And this is the experimental way of finding rate. This is the experimental way of finding the rate. Very simple thing. I think everyone can understand. Now this process is repeated several times. This process is repeated experimentally several times, right? What they will do, they will keep on changing the concentration of initial concentration, and they will run the particular experiment for, let's say, 20 seconds, 1 hour, one time slot they will fix, and they will find what is the final concentration. By doing so, boys and girls, they are trying to establish what is the relationship between A, that is your concentration of your reactant, and rate. Now this thing N is called as order. I am trying to analyze what will be the, how the reaction will vary as I keep on changing the concentration of A in different experiments. For example, beta, pay full attention. This N is called as order. This unknown number which we don't know, we will get it from experiments. For example, let's say if rate, and I should write first concentration, 1 second, please allow me. Let's say you have, taken concentration of A. Let's say you have taken concentration of A as, doubled the concentration. You doubled the concentration of A in any of the experiment, and you found rate was remaining constant. Rate was remaining constant. Can you guys tell me what will be the power of N? You are math student. You are learning maths. What will be the N value in such scenario? Anyone please let me know in the chat box. If you are doubling the concentration of A but rate remains same, constant, what it was, what will be the value of N? Simple question. What should be the value of N? Waiting for your reply. No, Ravi is not buffering, beta. Answer karo. Waiting for your response. It would be 0, because no matter what I am doing, whatever the concentration change I am doing, rate is remaining the same. So it must be 0, correct? Similarly, if I take concentration of A, let's say is doubled, and rate also got doubled, right? I increased the concentration, I doubled the concentration, let's say double, rate also got doubled. Now what must be the power of N? What must be the power of N? What must be the power of N? अरे थोड़ा दिमाग लगाओ. What must be the power of N? Mathematical, simple. You are like math students. बेटा आपने डबल किया, रेट भी डबल हो गया, n की वैल्यू 1 हुई कि ना? Very good. Now you are coming along. Very good to see that. By chance, if you took concentration of, you doubled the concentration, and the rate became 4 times of the previous one, then what must be the value of N? Then what must be the value of N? Abhinav to kuch bhi answer de raha hai. He's saying 7. Anything, eh, Abhinav? Did not have enough water today. Now it is 2, right? Now the power of N must be 2. So beta, this N is telling you how the reaction will vary with respect to the concentration of reactant. As you will change the this order tells you how the reaction will proceed with respect to a reactant. Means it is giving you the complete idea. This N number is very important. It is experimentally determined. Now why am I teaching you? Let me tell you. In industry, what happens? For example, I have a reaction A plus B gives you C plus D. I found the rate of the reaction was coming equal to, let's say it is coming equal to, let me just write this only first. The rate of the reaction was coming equal to A ki power 1, B power 3. It means if I am increasing the concentration of, if I am doubling the concentration of A, if it is double, rate will be doubled, right? right? Similarly, if I am doubling the, sorry, if I am increasing the concentration, let's say if I am doubling the concentration of B, if it is doubled, the beta rate will increase by how many times? 8 times. So reaction will run very fast. Are you guys getting the point? Are you guys getting the point? This n value helps you determine how fast the rate of a reaction with respect to a particular reagent. That's a very, very important point. So this n is nothing but order. It tells you how fast the reaction will proceed with respect to a particular reagent, right? So if I want to increase my reaction, beta, if I want to increase my reaction in industry, you know, everything is dependent upon one thing, the production. How fast your production is happening. It depends upon the reaction. If I can analyze experimentally, if I can analyze experimentally, if I can analyze experimentally, how do I alter my reaction and give so that it gives you the product very rapidly? Order helps you in. Okay, this order will make sure that you understand how fast the reaction will go. So if I want to make sure my reaction, you know, proceeds rapidly, you tell me what is advantageous to me, increasing the concentration of A or doubling the concentration of A or doubling the concentration of B, which will give me more fruitful product, which will give me more fruitful product when I double the concentration of B. The rate of the reaction will increase 8 times. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear. सबको समझ आया? Logic समझ आया बेटा? तो this order is experimentally determined. Check this out. A plus B. Let's say 2, 3B gives you 3C plus 5D. But a rate is always determined experimentally. It is always determined experimentally, right? Let's say it is coming to B ki power 1. By looking at a reaction, you can't predict the rate. It is an experimental phenomenon. It means in your question, it will be always mentioned. The equation which relates your rate and your concentration term is called as rate law expression. This is called as rate law expression, right? The powers raised to the power of the reagent, the powers raised to the power of, raised to the power are is called as order, is called as order. So if I will ask you, what is the order with respect to A? What is the order of the reaction with respect to A? What is the answer? If I ask you, what is the order with respect to A? बताइए क्या होगा? What would be the answer? 2. Very good. If I ask you, what is the order with respect to B? You would say it is 1. Can you look at a reaction and tell me what is the rate? By looking at a reaction, can we predict the rate? बच्चों, by looking at a reaction, can we predict the rate? We can never predict the rate, है ना? By looking at a reaction, we can never predict a rate, right? I hope it is clear. You have to do experimentally, right? Rate is always determined experimentally. Order will automatically come experimentally. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear. It is an experimental phenomenon. We will conduct the process 1 or 2 times, 3, 4 times. From there, we will try to examine. Acha, what will be the, what will be the rate with respect to this reagent? The power raised to it is called as order. The power raised to it is called as order. I hope everyone is enjoying it. सबको समझ आ रहा है. Stoichiometric coefficient doesn't matter, beta. It is completely different. For example, here you might have learned this in your 11th standard. Very important thing, that k is equal to a power 3, right? This is called as, law of mass action. It is a theoretical concept. The thing which I have written here, the thing which I have written here, this is called as law of mass action. This is called as law of mass action, that you have studied in 11th class. It is over now. It is a theoretical concept. The real concept is kinetics concept, in which we talk about rate law. This is called as rate law. It is determined experimentally. Here the stoichiometric coefficients do not matter. The stoichiometric coefficients do not matter here, boys and girls. It's a very important fact. सबको बात क्लियर हुई है? सबको समझ आ गया है? Yes. क्लियर है बेटा? लेट मी नो, ये बातें समझ आई? It is completely different from rate law expression, law of mass action. It was a theoretical concept which you studied in 11th class. Kinetics is a practical chapter. It is applied in industry, right? For finding out how to increase the production, we must know the order and the rate law expression. It is determined experimentally. I hope everyone is following me, understanding me. Good, very good. Once it is sorted, everything will become very easy. Once this is sorted, everything will become very easy. Now check this out. So rate law, it is an actual relationship between concentration of a reagent and the reaction rate determined experimentally. This line is very important, given by the expression called as rate law. So they have written, देखो इतनी बड़ी reaction थी, and the stoichiometric coefficients were A and B. In the rate law, did you see any A and B? No. Instead, you saw M and N. These are the numbers which you will get when you will conduct the experiment. It is found experimentally. Experiment करके you will get. It is found experimentally. It is found by conducting an experiment. All right. I hope it is clear. बेटा अब यहाँ पर कुछ बच्चे सोच रहे होंगे, सर what is this K? I'll talk about this K in a second. This expression is called as rate law expression. And by looking at a chemical reaction, you can't determine a rate law expression. You have to do it experimentally. In your exams, it would be always mentioned. In your questions, it will always come. So never to worry about it. उसके बारे में कभी टेंशन नहीं लेनी. ठीक है? All right. What is this K? We will talk about it in few seconds. All right. यहाँ तक समझ आ रहा है बच्चों? क्या सब बच्चे, प्यारे बच्चे, सबको क्लियर हो रहा है? लेट मी नो. अगर हो रहा है क्लियर तो बोलो हाँ सर हो रहा है, आगे बढ़ो. गौरव को नहीं हो रहा है, गौरव को थोड़ी तकलीफ हो रही है, दिख रहा है मुझे गौरव को तकलीफ हो रही है. गौरव बेटा रिप्ले देखो. गौरव को काफी तकलीफ हो रही है, वो स्पैम कर रहा है. ऑल राइट, ठीक है, आगे बढ़ूंगा. तो यानी कि कोई भी रिएक्शन, इफ आई कंक्लूड, चेक दिस आउट, इफ आई कंक्लूड दिस, if I have been given with a reaction, let's say 2, right, the rate will be coming experimentally. Let's say rate is coming a power 3, or let's say a power 2, b power 1, beta, and it is also coming c power half. C is also here. In your law of mass action, reactants come. But in your rate law expression, beta, your products can also come. It is all experimental. You need not to worry about it. I'm sorry. It will come from an experiment. Okay? So if I ask you, beta, here, very, very important thing. So this is your rate law expression. Then stoichiometric coefficients do not matter here. Stoichiometric coefficients do not matter here. It is an experimental phenomenon, and it will come from an experiment. The power raised on the reagent is called as order. So if I ask you what is total order, beta, what is the answer for total order? It is equal to, sir, 2 plus 1 plus half. I hope everyone is understanding. This is called as order of the reaction. ठीक है, इसी को बोला जाता है total order of the reaction. But if I ask what is the order with respect to B, what is the answer? If I ask what is the order with respect to B for this particular reaction, yes, what is the answer? Jaldi bolo. Order with respect to B is 1, right? Very good. It means your rate law expression, in your rate law expression, stoichiometric coefficients do not matter, and whatever the power which is raised to the reagent, when you sum it up, is called as order, and the individual power on each reagent is called as order with respect to that particular reagent, right? Similarly, order can also come negative. It can also come fractional. In this particular case, your total order would come fractional, and many of you said it is coming 7 by 2, right? 7 by क्यों 5 4 5 by क्या हुआ, क्या इशू आया? सो हियर इट इज कमिंग फ्रैक्शनल. यहाँ पे बेटा ये फ्रैक्शनल आ जाएगा, जल्दी से बोलो 5 by 2. यस, आई होप सबको बातें क्लियर हो रही हैं, समझ आया? हाँ सॉरी यार, 4 2 हाँ 7 आएगा, माफ करना, 7 by 2. Fractional order also exists, ठीक है? So next thing which I am saying is order. So the sum of the power is called as order. Order can be 0 1 2 3 and even fractional, but when you take the sum, like for example if I say total order will here would be m plus n, and I'm very happy to tell you total order will be 0 or 1 2 3. It cannot be fractional, but order with respect to a reagent can be fractional, even negative also, but total order is always positive, or even it could be 0, right? I hope it is clear. सबको मेरी बात समझ आ गया? सबको समझ आ गया? टोटल ऑर्डर पॉजिटिव ही रहता है और 0 हो सकता है, but yeah, reagent wise order with respect to a particular reagent that could be negative, or even it could be fractional. I hope it is clear. सबको बातें समझ आ गई हैं, आगे बढ़ जाता हूँ. हाउ टू सॉल्व, वी आर कमिंग ऑन इट, एक के बाद एक समझाऊंगा हाउ टू सॉल्व. आई एम कमिंग ऑन दैट बेटा, कामिनी, आई एम कमिंग ऑन दैट. बढ़िया, ऑल राइट, बातें समझ आई? Yeah, they can be directly added, Satvik. We are adding them directly only. But order is also defined with respect to reagent A as well as reagent B. That time you have to say order is M with respect to reagent A, and you will say, sir, order is N with respect to B. Again, it is coming experimentally. I hope आपको बातें समझ आ गई हैं. I have conflated two things, order and rate law together, and it is different from your law of mass action. In law of mass action, it is reactants power, reactants concentration raised to the power is written always, but it is not the case in the rate law expression. It is an experimental phenomenon, whereas law of mass action is a theoretical phenomenon. Clear? बढ़िया, आगे पढ़ेंगे ऋषिता, पढ़ेंगे नेगेटिव. ऑलराइट, कैटलिस्ट के केस में ऑर्डर नेगेटिव आ जाता है, पढ़ेंगे. तो एक जैसे एग्जांपल दिया मैंने आपको, एक छोटा सा वन एग्जांपल आई हैव गिवन यू. चेक दिस आउट. स्टोइकियोमेट्रिक कोफिशिएंट्स आर मेंशन्ड. व्हाट आर द स्टोइकियोमेट्रिक कोफिशिएंट? 2 3 4. But when you wrote the rate expression, when you wrote the rate expression beta, it came as 3 by 2 c की power minus half. See, b did not come. b did experimental होता है. So what are the conclusions or the observation? The rate of a reaction in this particular case depended on it depends on A and C. It did not matter what was the concentration of B. Point number 1. Order with respect to A is 3 by 2. Order with respect to C is minus half. Overall order is 1. As I told you, overall order is either positive or 0. आशा करता हूँ बातें समझ आ रही हैं, ठीक है, बातें क्लियर हो रही हैं. बेटा ये पहली क्लास है यार, मतलब दूसरी क्लास है, क्वेश्चन एकदम से नहीं होंगे, अभी तो पूरा कहानी बनाना पड़ेगा ना. All right, yeah, very less students, I don't know why. All right, one more information. Tomorrow Friday beta at 12 p.m. if you want to have a chit chat, do join the session. I'll be there taking a chit chat session, normal session. We'll interact, ask me anything at this hour, that is 12 p.m. right? I'll sit with my coffee, I'll have a cup of coffee, and I will interact with you guys, right? So if you want to join, make sure you come up and say hi. आगे बढ़ते हैं. बेटा जल्दी से आंसर करो. Now I want your answers. What is the answer for order with respect to A? Fast. First. What is the order with respect to A? A. With respect to B, B. With respect to C, C. With respect to D, 0. It is not there in the rate law expression. I hope it is clear. Overall order, what is the answer? A plus B plus C. आगे बढ़ूंगा. Now, experimentally, order if I will write, for a particular reaction, I have to write first rate law expression. So rate law expression is coming as rate directly proportional A की power n. Now if I will remove this proportionality constant beta, if I will remove it, it is coming as rate is equal to k a की power n, where k is called as rate constant. And in JEE, a lot many question comes on unit. If you are aware of the unit of rate constant, you can answer many things. It is important for your JEE. By looking at rate constant unit, you can sometime identify which order of the reaction or which order they are asking questions on. Okay, it's a very important phenomenon. So let me give you a trick to find the rate constant value. Pay attention. So beta rate is equal to rate constant a power n. The unit of rate is nothing but mole per liter per second. Why? Because rate is nothing but delta C by delta T. For K, I need to find concentration of A is nothing but mole per liter raised to power n. So you are smart, my boys and girls. Answer me jaldi se. Mole liter inverse per second divided by mole n liter n. So unit of K would be mole 1 minus n liter n minus 1 per second, where n is order. If I will use, change the value of n, let's say order is 0, 1 unit will come. If I say order is 1, another unit will come. I hope you're understanding. सबको समझ आ रहा है? So this is the unit of order or unit of K. Mole 1 minus L liter n minus 1 per second. Okay? So beta, my question, if order is 0 or n value is 0, so what is the unit? This is called as zero order reaction. What will be the unit? It will be mole per liter per second. Next, if order n value is 1, what is the unit? Unit of K, it is equal to per second. हाँ या ना? सबको समझ आ रहा है? So this formula is a master formula. You can find out any unit. Right? What about last but not the least? If n value is equal to 2, unit of rate constant, it will be what? Mole inverse liter per second. करेक्ट है बच्चा? समझ आया? बातें क्लियर हुई? ये फॉर्मूला याद कर लो. लर्न दिस फॉर्मूला. It will help you a lot. If you like this formula, many of you have read the chapter. If you like this formula and this is new to you, please make sure you hit the like button. If you like this quick formula for learning everything, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel as well. All right, moving on. आगे बढ़ूंगा. So these are the units. You can learn this. ये आप याद कर सकते हो. लर्निंग के लिए छोड़ रहा हूँ. ठीक है? Moving on. Next. One last but not the least, elementary reactions are single step reactions. These are the only reaction by, it is the reaction when you look at it, you can find rate. For single step reaction, elementary reactions are basically single step reactions. By looking at them, you can find rate, and you will write the concentration of reactant in the rate law expression. Check this out. So they said this is an elementary reaction which happened in one step. So how do I write the rate? Rate is equal to K, A ki power 1, stoichiometric coefficient is 1, stoichiometric coefficient is also 1, right? So they will mention it is an elementary reaction. For an elementary reaction, boys and girls, rate is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant raised to the power the stoichiometric coefficient. Only in the case of this. Can you tell me what is the order here? Total order? For this question, let me know what is the total order. Waiting for your answer. This is an elementary reaction. Others, you can say that stoichiometric coefficient is becoming order only in the case of elementary reaction. And in this case, it is coming 3. Thank you so much. The stoichiometric coefficient here is 1 and 2. But how did you know that? Because they mentioned that it is an elementary reaction. आशा करता हूँ बातें क्लियर हो गई हैं. ऑल राइट, बढ़िया जी, बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. आगे बढ़ेंगे. Now we are coming to zero order reaction. Now n is equal to 0 here. The order of a reactant, with respect to the rate of the reaction, if we find the concentration term of the reagent is having the power 0 here. Experimentally determine that rate is equal to Ka ki power 0. Experimentally it came. These reactions are called as zero order reaction where power of A is equal to 0. I am giving you a homework. Find out, you will put this in the comment box. You will put this in the comment box. Examples of zero order reaction. Examples of, I want my sailors to study as well, right? Zero order reaction. I want you to write the examples of zero order reaction in the comment box. And whosoever will do it, I will definitely take their name in the next session. This student has, done the homework diligently. Correct? All right. हर्षित बेटा बस कर दे यार, क्यों हेटरेट फैला रहा है? क्यों हेटरेट फैला रहा है यार? जहां मर्जी जाना जा, हेटरेट नहीं फैलाते. ठीक है, आ जाओ बेटा, इधर आ जाओ. अब जीरो ऑर्डर में लेट्स स्टडी अबाउट जीरो ऑर्डर. आई होप आपको सब दिख रहा है, समझ आ रहा है अब तक. All right. All right. So boys and girls, pay full attention. Very, very important thing. Rate is equal to Ka power 0. Now anything raised to the power 0 is 1. It means rate is becoming constant. So if you will plot a graph of rate with respect to concentration, it will not change. It is remaining constant. It is remaining constant. So it's an important graph. All the graphs are important for JEE. All the graphs are important for JEE. ठीक है? Question नहीं है आज के सेशन में. If you want to leave the session, you can leave the session right now. It's about studying right now. Next session, I will apply the questions. We will apply the concept which we are learning today. So if you want to leave the session, beta, you can leave, Puneet, but there are no questions today. Sorry. Straightforward. पहले पढ़ान तो दे बेटा, तभी तो क्वेश्चंस पूछूंगा. पहले क्वेश्चन पढ़ा दूंगा, फिर बोलोगे यार सर तो पागल बना गए. I don't want to do that. Now, check this out. Love you too, beta. अब ध्यान से सुनो. Everyone will pay attention. A gives you B. When you started the experiment at time t is equal to 0, let's say the initial concentration of A is A0. The concentration is A0 and B was 0. After some time t, let's say X was dissociated. X was dissociated. This is after time t, some amount X got dissociated. So if stoichiometric coefficient is what? 1 is to 1. If X one give you 1, so X will give you how much? 1 से 1 मिलता है. So X will also give you X. So at B you are seeing beta X is formed. So initial concentration for a reaction I am taking as A0. Final concentration I am taking as AT, right? And what is formed in B? X amount of B is formed. All right? All right. Everyone is understanding up to now. So if I am saying this is a zero order reaction, beta, I am saying this is a zero order reaction. So everyone can write the rate. rate is equal to minus dA by dt is equal to dB by dt is equal to k, right? Right? ये k भी ना लगाओ, यहाँ पे कोई इशू नहीं. So boys and girls, since अच्छा ऐसे लिखता हूँ, k लिखता हूँ. It is equal to, अभी अभी सिखाया, it is equal to Ka power 0, because I told the reaction is zero order. Just now I told, let me write it neatly so it looks very neat. अभी अभी सिखाया, this is equal to A power 0. अभी अभी बताया, because the reaction is zero order. That's the way we will write. I hope it is clear. This is the way we will write. Yes. सबको clear हुआ? If this point is clear, it means this is 1. So it can be written as k is equal to minus dA by dt. अब इंटीग्रेशन आनी है बेटा. Everyone start ready, मतलब get ready. I'm gonna use integration now. So do integration just like this. Take this dt this side. Take this dt on the left side. You will get this. You know, integration of dx is nothing but x. And you are using the suitable limits. You are starting with A naught concentration, you got till 80 concentration, right? So when you will solve this entire thing, check this out. This is the unit I have used here. This is the formula. This is the formula I have used. Integration of del x is equal to x. Simple. I think सबको पता होगा ये, सबको clear होगा, सबको clear होगा, right? सारे मैथ्स के स्टूडेंट I think ये सब मान के चल रहा हूँ कि आता है, ये सबको आता है. So from here I will get the formula that A naught minus AT is equal to KT, where A naught is the initial concentration, AT is the final concentration after time t. T is the time during, the duration of time you are conducting your experiment in. समझ आया? ये बड़ा easy simple सा process है. अच्छा, क्या आपसे एक question पूछ लूं? Can I ask you one question here, right here and then, मतलब right here only? Plot a graph between AT and T. बताओ कैसा ग्राफ आएगा? Plot a graph between AT and T. You guys know A naught minus AT is equal to KT. So AT is equal to KT minus A naught. So how will you get a negative slope or a positive slope? Negative slope or a positive slope? Just say the word, I'll write it. Straight line, how? With a negative slope or a positive slope? With a negative slope, right? Slope is equal to minus k. This here to here is A naught. So these graphs are important. I hope it is clear. सबको clear हुआ? Is it clear, beta? Yes. Slope is minus k, not kt. पुनीत, देखो आपने गलती करी ना. ध्यान से सुनो. t तो ग्राफ पे है ना, x एक्सिस पे, वो कैसे आएगा? It's a negative slope, right? Beautiful. यही मैंने बना दिया है. Slope is negative. Slope is negative because we are using y is equal to mx plus c, right? This is your y axis. This is your mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. That's the way we have done it. I hope it is clear. Yes, t तो x axis है यार, ये तो बोला मैं, और क्या बोला? बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. चलो, ये भी समझ आया. One last thing. Abhi 5 minutes earlier I told A naught minus AT is equal to KT. What is the initial concentration I have taken as A? What is the final concentration I have taken? A minus X is equal to KT. So it means X is equal to KT, where X is the amount dissociated. So if I plot a graph between X and T beta, it is a straight line, right? Passing from the origin. Y is equal to mx plus c. In chemistry, most of the graphs are straight line. Very easy for us. 99% graphs are straight line. समझ आया? है ना? Most of the graphs are straight line. I hope you are getting this point. सबको समझ आ रहा है? Clear होते हुए चल रहा है. Yes, Harshita, you can ask anything. All right. बढ़िया, चलो आगे बढ़ूंगा. Next is half-life period. Beta, the formulas I am giving today, the formulae, all the formulae I am giving today, you have to learn this formula. This formula you have to learn. Previous formula you have to learn. All the formulas should be learned by you. Next is half-life. Half-life is the time period in which the reaction concentration becomes half. The time period or the time in which the reaction gets half or 50% completed. The time at which reaction is half completed, that is 50% of the reactant is consumed, is called as half-life period. Pay attention to one point. Pay attention to one point. हर्षिता बोलो. हाफ लाइफ पीरियड देखो बेटा. अब मेरी बात सुना सब ध्यान से. Initial concentration was A naught. 50% of the reactant got consumed. So what is the product form or how much of the reactant is left? Let me know in the chat box. 50% of the reactant got over. The reactant initially was A naught. 50% got consumed. What will be the reactant remaining? What will be the reactant remaining after time t, when this is called as t half? The time in which the reaction gets 50% completed is called as t half. The reactant would be A naught by 2, half हो जाएगा. This is nothing but AT. That's the important point. Because what is left after time t is nothing but AT. So AT is nothing but A naught by 2. Put this in this formula. A naught minus AT is equal to KT. In some books you have seen the formula as C naught minus CT is equal to KT. Confused mat hona. C naught is nothing but the concentration. So from here you can get the formula as T half is equal to A naught by 2K. I hope सबको समझ आ गया. I hope it is clear. This formula you have to learn. This formula you have to learn. Logic समझ आया मैंने कैसे बताया? Can I say T half is directly proportional to the concentration, initial concentration? We will talk about this in detail in tomorrow. ये जो मैं बता रहा हूँ, this point which I am focusing on, I'll talk about this in tomorrow's session. Make sure you come revised. By tomorrow I mean Monday's session. Make sure you revise the lecture. Follow the notes properly. Follow the class properly. Monday I will come back and I will connect everything. I will connect the dots. ठीक है? So make sure you have done your homework. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. Loving it. समझ आया? All right. Now 75. There is another thing called as T75. It means when 75% of your reactant is over. 75% is also as 3 by 4, right? 3 by 4 or 75% of the reactant got consumed. So how much would be remaining, beta? A naught by 4. This is nothing but AT. A naught minus AT is equal to KT. So for the time in which the reaction becomes, the time in which the reaction gets completed, 75% of the reactant gets consumed is called as T75%. So if I want to find T75% beta, what will be here? A naught minus A naught by 4 is equal to KT. Solve it diligently, you will get what? You will get T75%, or in some books it is also written as T3 by 4. T3 by 4 is equal to, बताओ, 3 A naught by 4K. This is the formula. 25% is remaining. बिल्कुल सही बात है ना? That is nothing but A naught by 4. I hope it is clear. क्या बातें समझ आ रही हैं? मजा आ रहा है? क्लियर हुआ? एक और फॉर्मूला मैंने दे दिया. T75% जब रिएक्शन खत्म हो जाती है, this is the formula. Better let me know you understood this formula also. अच्छा, one homework from my side. You guys know T50%, T1 by 1 by 2, or just let me write. I don't like. T 50% or T half is equal to what? A naught by 2K. Similarly, T 75% or T 3 by 4 is equal to 3 A naught by 4K, right? These are the formula we have done. My homework to you is T 75 by T 50%. What is the ratio coming? So there will be a formula T 75% is equal to dash into T 50%. You have to tell me what is the number that will come. You have to write it in the comment box. This is my homework. Everything is taught to you. All you have to do is put formula. That's it. And yes, one more thing, beta. One more thing. I'm very happy to tell you that this graph will hit the x-axis. Your zero order reaction completes completely. Well, it gets completed 100%. Reaction completes. They get completed to the 100% of its efficiency. ये पूरी खत्म हो जाती है. All the reactant would be converted into product. That's what I mean here. That's what I meant in this particular by this particular statement, that zero order reaction completes 100%. All the reactant would be converted into product. I hope the point is clear, and this homework is also clear. ठीक है? ठीक है बेटा. आई होप इट इज क्लियर. ये सबको बातें समझ आ गई हैं, सबको बातें क्लियर हो गई हैं. यस. ठीक है बेटा. यस और नो, लेट मी नो. क्लियर है? यस. तो अगर ये क्लियर है बेटा, ये होमवर्क भी क्लियर है, आई विल एक्सपेक्ट योर आंसर. ठीक है? आई विल एक्सपेक्ट योर आंसर्स. एंड इफ all right, boys and girls, very big announcement for you. Make sure you download the app. Make sure you download the app. If you have the app, if you have the app, update it, because something big is coming tomorrow which you would love, because it is for you. You would definitely cherish it. Make sure you download the app, and if you have it, update it. Something big is coming, and it involves some cash prize. You can see there are some dollars written over here. So I hope you can see that, right beta? Please make sure you download the app. Something big is in your way. Similarly, beta, if you are a JEE 2020 aspirant, I have a very good news for you. We have a well-crafted crash course for you. This crash course, beta, pay full attention. You are worried right now how to make proper timetable. This crash course will make a proper timetable for you. It will make sure that you study each subject every day. It will make sure about, make sure we will give you content, we will give you questions related to JEE, related to JEE mains level, and related to advanced level as well. We will give you all India ranks by conducting tests, right? These ranks would help you to inculcate the right habits, and you can improve your subject, right? It could be physics, chemistry, maths, whichever the subject you lack in, we will make sure you get better at it. Similarly, what is good, I will show you here with this beautiful representation. Check this out. When you get this app of Vedantu and you go onto the website and you become a proper student of it, check this out. Check this out. Everything is assigned to you in a well organized manner. You will get all the for today you have this lecture, for tomorrow you have this lecture. Every information will come to you. You open your calendar, entire month's calendar would be visible to you. Okay, this will be the class, these would be the classes that will happen on this particular day. You're well organized and well planned. Similarly, if you go in your content, you go into your content library. So if you will buy this crash course, all the subjects will come up. Let's say chemistry. You have some assignment here, beta. Let's say I'm going in mole concept. All the assignments will also come to you, and you will hit attempt. You will be able to start the test and practice right there in this particular app, or in this particular website when you are a regular student. So for example, you will get many questions just like this. ऐसे आते रहेंगे. So that's the point I am trying to tell here. It is well organized, structured plan for you. It made by the experts. So your tension, that you have to make a proper timetable would be gone. I hope you understand this point. All the session, entire calendar would be visible to you. Everything would be visible to you. It's very good, very, 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 very effective, and you can get good outcome. I can assure you that. You can get a very good outcome, beta, out of this. Similarly, beta, I'll come back and I'll tell you how to proceed about it, right? So these are the features which I have just explained. Right now, if you will use my coupon code, you will get a heavy discount. Use HMCC. You will get a heavy discount and you will be learning everything from us. And we will make sure that you get better at your subject. This crash course will definitely help you there. Okay? And yes, it is safe. Some of you has asked me, sir, is it safe? Yes, it is very much safe. When you do the payment, everything, it is all done by proper payment gateways. It will be amazing, right? So I hope you have liked the session. And yes, if you are watching me regularly, I will suggest definitely check this out. This, entire playlist has been created. If you are a 2021 student or you are a 2020 student, this playlist will help you a lot. I have done many chapters here. Okay? That's it for me today, beta. And yes, join the Telegram app if you are new here. We are giving content every day. We are giving you updates there on this beautiful app. And if you subscribe to our channel, you will be always notified. Make sure you download the app, right? Link is in the bio. All right. Thank you so much. If you have liked the session, make sure you like it, share it, and subscribe to it. Subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. That's it for me today. See you next time. Bye bye.